Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and thought to yourself, why do I feel weaker than I used to? I haven't changed much in my routine, but I'm losing strength day by day. Maybe you've noticed that carrying groceries feels harder than it did just a year ago, or getting out of a chair takes a little more effort than it should. If this sounds like you or someone you care about, you're not alone. What you're feeling could be more than just getting older. In fact, what you're likely experiencing is something called sarcopenia, a natural but very preventable condition that leads to the loss of muscle as we age. And here's the thing, by the time we hit 60, this silent thief has already started robbing us of strength, stability, and even independence. But here's the good news. You don't have to sit back and let it happen. There's something simple, natural, and surprisingly delicious that can help fight back. It's not a supplement, not a workout, and not a fancy treatment. It's a fruit. Yes, one fruit that scientists are now linking to increased muscle strength, reduced inflammation, and even better mobility. The secret to aging strong and staying independent might just be sitting in your fruit bowl right now. In this video, we're diving into the truth about sarcopenia, what causes it, how to stop it, and why adding just one powerful fruit to your daily routine might be the game changer your body has been craving. And we're not just going to talk science. We're going to make this real. I'll show you how this simple change fits into your life, whether you're active, managing arthritis, or just trying to feel more like yourself again. So, let's start by asking the big question. What exactly is sarcopenia, and why does it hit us so hard after 60? You see, starting around the age of 30, we begin to lose a small percentage of muscle mass every year. By the time we reach 60, that loss accelerates. It becomes noticeable. Your arms feel weaker. Your legs tire faster. Tasks you used to do with ease, like bending down to tie your shoes or opening a stubborn jar, suddenly feel like a workout. That's sarcopenia creeping in. But it's not just about muscle. When your muscles weaken, your balance suffers. Your bones become more vulnerable. Your risk of falling increases. And those falls, they're the #1 reason seniors lose their independence. It's not just a strength issue, it's a life quality issue. And here's the kicker. Many seniors believe it's inevitable, that once the strength starts to fade, there's no going back, but that's simply not true. Did you know that over 80% of seniors can reverse their risk of sarcopenia with just a few lifestyle changes? One of them is adding this underrated, antioxidant-rich fruit to your daily meals. And we're about to reveal it. But before we get there, I want you to understand why this works, because once you do, you'll be motivated to make it part of your routine every single day. Let's talk about inflammation for a moment. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the biggest silent contributors to muscle breakdown in older adults. It slows recovery, increases pain, and makes building or even maintaining muscle much harder. And what's one of the best natural ways to fight inflammation? Certain fruits, especially those rich in compounds like anthocyanins, quercetin, and vitamin C. These aren't just buzzwords. They're plant-based warriors that go to work in your body, calming inflammation and helping muscle tissue repair and grow. The fruit we're talking about today is packed with these exact nutrients. It's been studied in both athletes and older adults and shown promising results in improving grip strength, lowering inflammatory markers, and even boosting performance in everyday activities. But this isn't about turning you into a gym rat. This is about helping you garden without back pain, walk your dog without needing to rest, dance at your granddaughter's wedding without worrying about your knees. And the best part? This fruit isn't expensive, exotic, or hard to find. It's available at almost every grocery store and can be enjoyed fresh, frozen, or even as a juice if prepared the right way. Now, before I tell you what it is, let's lay a bit more groundwork so you can appreciate why this one fruit deserves a spot in your kitchen and in your life. Muscles thrive on three things: protein, resistance, and recovery. Most people focus on the first two, but that third one, recovery, is where most of the magic happens and where this fruit comes in. Think of your muscles like a garden. You can plant seeds, that's the exercise, water them with nutrients, that's your protein. But if the soil is inflamed and dry, nothing will grow. That's your body on inflammation. It needs something to soothe, nourish, and repair. This fruit does just that. It helps your muscles recover more effectively after light movement. And for those who aren't exercising much right now, it actually helps reduce muscle breakdown from everyday movements like walking or stretching. Feeling tired all the time? This could be the reason, and it's not what you think. Many seniors assume their fatigue is due to age, but muscle loss, particularly in the legs, can make even minor activity exhausting. By restoring strength naturally, you unlock more energy, better balance, and even improved brain function. Yes, you heard that right. Stronger muscles, especially in the lower body, have been linked to better cognitive performance in older adults. So, strengthening your body is also strengthening your mind, and that's where this powerful fruit comes in. So what is it? It's the tart cherry. Yes, the humble tart cherry, often overlooked at the grocery store, may be one of the best natural allies against sarcopenia. Studies show that tart cherries reduce inflammation, ease muscle soreness, and support strength retention in older adults. They're packed with anthocyanins, which give them the deep red color. And those anthocyanins are powerful anti-inflammatories that work deep in your tissue. But here's the best part: tart cherries don't just fight inflammation. They help regulate sleep by boosting melatonin levels naturally. And we all know that better sleep equals better recovery, mood, and muscle repair. How do you enjoy tart cherries? There are plenty of easy, delicious ways. You can toss a handful of frozen cherries into your morning smoothie. Sip on a small glass of tart cherry juice in the evening. Just be sure it's unsweetened and 100% juice. You can even find them dried and add them to a salad or oatmeal for a sweet and tangy kick. And yes, they taste amazing. Slightly sour, slightly sweet, and packed with goodness. Now, you might be thinking, can one fruit really make that much of a difference? The answer is yes, but only when it becomes a habit. Think of it as part of your strength-building routine. Just like brushing your teeth or taking your walk, a daily dose of tart cherry can be a simple step that helps you feel stronger, more energized, and more in control of your body again. Doctors are raving about this one food that reduces inflammation and improves recovery in older adults without side effects or medication. And if you've been struggling with weakness, stiffness, or just feeling off, this might be the missing piece. You deserve to feel powerful in your body, no matter your age. Imagine waking up in the morning, feeling rested, standing up from your chair without a struggle, feeling confident in your movements. That's not just possible, it's absolutely within reach. All it takes is consistency, a few smart habits, and adding natural allies like tart cherries to your day. It's a small change that supports a big goal, living with strength and grace. So, now that we've talked about how sarcopenia works and why tart cherries could be your secret weapon, let's take it a step further. Now, you might be wondering, can something as simple as a banana really help preserve muscle and strength as we age? The short answer is yes. But let's take a closer look at why. You see, as we get older, our bodies begin to work a little differently. The muscle you had in your 40s and 50s doesn't quite stick around unless you give your body what it needs. That includes regular movement, quality protein, and surprisingly, the right kind of carbohydrates. Bananas are often misunderstood in the health world. Some people think they're too sugary. But here's the thing, not all sugar is created equal. The natural sugars in bananas come wrapped in fiber, potassium, vitamin B6, and compounds that support your body in ways no processed snack ever could. In fact, potassium is one of the key reasons bananas are a top food for fighting sarcopenia. This mineral helps regulate muscle contraction, nerve signals, and fluid balance. When potassium levels are low, which is common in older adults, muscles can weaken more easily. You might feel more tired after basic activities. You might even start to lose coordination. That's because your muscles aren't just bundles of strength, they're also messengers. And potassium is what keeps their messages moving. Just one medium banana can give you around 10% of your daily potassium needs. And if you're pairing it with other healthy foods like leafy greens, legumes, or sweet potatoes, you're giving your body the kind of nutrient-rich fuel it can thrive on. But here's where things get even more interesting. Bananas contain something called resistant starch, especially when they're a little bit green. And resistant starch acts a lot like fiber. It feeds the good bacteria in your gut. Why does that matter for muscle? Because gut health is deeply connected to how well we absorb nutrients including protein, calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, all of which play major roles in muscle maintenance and bone strength. So yes, eating a banana a day, especially as part of your morning or midday routine, can support not just your energy, but your gut, your nerves, and ultimately, your muscles. It's a chain reaction, one simple fruit that touches several systems working together to keep you strong. And the best part? Bananas are easy. You don't need a recipe, a blender, or a trip to the farmer's market. Just peel and eat. That's powerful simplicity, but let's not stop there. Because muscle health isn't just about what you eat, it's also about how you move. Now, before you picture yourself lifting heavy weights at the gym, let me stop you right there. You don't need a gym membership to stay strong. In fact, research shows that simple resistance movements done regularly, even just using your own body weight, can dramatically slow down the effects of sarcopenia. Take a moment and think about your daily routine. Are there small opportunities to challenge your muscles gently? For example, when you get up from a chair, try standing up without using your hands. That single motion activates your leg muscles and core. Do that a few times a day, and you're already on the path to better strength. Another easy way to build muscle. Carry your groceries instead of using a cart for every trip. The weight of the bags activates your arms, shoulders, and grip strength, all crucial for everyday function. It's in these small movements that your body adapts. And when paired with something like a banana providing the quick, natural fuel your muscles crave, you create a daily rhythm of support and renewal. Now, I want to share something that might surprise you. Did you know that seniors who eat bananas regularly have been shown in some studies to have better balance and fewer falls? It's not magic. It's magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B6, all working behind the scenes to support the nervous system and stabilize muscles. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults, and anything that helps reduce that risk deserves a place on your plate. Imagine this. It's mid-morning, and you've just finished your coffee. Instead of reaching for a sweet pastry, you slice up a banana, maybe sprinkle a few crushed walnuts on top, and enjoy it slowly. That's not just a snack, it's a proactive choice. You're feeding your muscles, calming your nerves, and nurturing your gut, all in less than 10 minutes. And here's another tip if you want to amplify the benefits of that banana. Pair it with a little protein. A spoonful of Greek yogurt, a few almonds, or even a boiled egg can turn that simple fruit into a muscle-building duo. You get the fast fuel from the banana, and the long-lasting support from the protein. It's like your muscles are getting a 1-2 punch of nutrition. One woman I spoke with, let's call her Linda, started adding a banana with a scoop of nut butter to her breakfast every morning. She told me that after just a few weeks, she noticed she was walking longer distances without needing to stop and rest. Her legs didn't feel as heavy, and she felt more alert, more energized. It's these kinds of stories that remind us how even small habits, when done consistently, can change our daily life. Now, I'm not saying a banana is a miracle cure, but it's a tool, a smart, natural, accessible tool that works beautifully alongside other habits to help you stay strong and independent well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. But what happens when we skip these simple habits? That's when the slow decline creeps in. It starts subtly. Maybe you feel a little more tired climbing the stairs, or you avoid carrying that laundry basket because your back feels weak. Then, before you know it, you're sitting more, moving less, and your muscles begin to atrophy. It doesn't have to be that way. You deserve better than just getting by. You deserve to feel capable, vibrant, and confident in your body, no matter your age. And here's a truth that might shock you. Sarcopenia can begin as early as age 30. By the time you're 60, you could have already lost up to 20% of your muscle mass without even realizing it. But the good news: muscle can be rebuilt at any age, even in your 80s. It starts with small, smart choices, like saying yes to movement, yes to protein, and yes to fruits like bananas that feed your strength from the inside out. So, the next time you're in the produce aisle, skip the pre-packaged snacks and reach for a bunch of bananas. Think of it as a daily deposit into your strength account. The kind of investment that pays off in balance, energy, and independence. You're not getting older, you're getting wiser. And now, you have the knowledge to use your food as your strength ally. Let's keep this momentum going, because the next piece of the puzzle is just as exciting and just as doable. So if you've been feeling like climbing the stairs takes a little more effort than it used to, or your arms get tired quicker when carrying groceries, please know this isn't just aging. It's your muscles calling out for a little extra care. And the beauty of this journey is that we're not chasing youth. We're nourishing strength, vitality, and independence at every age. Let's talk about how the body actually uses the nutrients in prunes to rebuild and strengthen those muscle fibers. One of the secrets lies in the antioxidants, especially something called neochlorogenic acid. Now, I know that might sound like a fancy word, but here's what it really means for you. It helps protect your muscle cells from oxidative stress, the wear and tear that naturally happens over time, especially when we're not as active as we used to be. Think of it like this. If your body is a garden, oxidative stress is like a bunch of weeds trying to take over. Prunes act like a gentle gardener, clearing away the weeds and helping your muscles flourish. That's how you start rebuilding, not by doing push-ups until you drop, but by nourishing the very roots of your strength. And here's something else that might surprise you. Prunes don't just stop muscle loss, they can also help with recovery. If you've ever gone for a walk or done some light exercise and felt sore for days afterward, you're not alone. That's where vitamin K and boron in prunes step in. These nutrients support your bones and connective tissue, helping your body bounce back quicker and more smoothly after movement. You might be wondering, all right, I'll try a few prunes, but how many is too many? Great question. You don't need a mountain of them. In fact, just 4 to 5 prunes a day, that's it. Eat them as a mid-morning snack. Add them to oatmeal or chop them into your salad. They're naturally sweet, easy to digest, and your muscles will thank you. And no, they won't spike your blood sugar if eaten in moderation with fiber or protein. Now, let's take this a step further. Because eating the right food is just part of the picture. If you want to really see and feel the difference, if you want to wake up in the morning and feel like your legs are sturdy and your arms are capable, you've got to pair these nutrients with just a bit of motion. I'm not talking about gym memberships or lifting heavy weights. I'm talking about functional strength, the kind you build from things you already do. Rising from a chair, reaching into a cabinet, carrying a bag. Little things done with intention can transform your body. So here's a small, powerful habit. After your prune snack, go for a 5-minute strength walk. That means walking with purpose, shoulders back, arms moving, heels touching down firmly. This simple act sends a signal to your body, hey, I'm using these muscles better, keep them strong, and when those prunes kick in, you'll actually be fueling that strength. There's a beautiful quote I always think of. It goes, you don't stop moving because you grow old. You grow old because you stop moving, and you know what? That is completely within your control. Now, if you've been sitting for a while, maybe even while watching this video, I want you to do something with me. No pressure, no stress. Just place your feet flat on the ground. Slowly rise from your chair. Take a deep breath in and out. Now sit back down. That's it. That little movement, that's strength. That's a message to your body that you are still in charge. And guess what? Adding one fruit, a handful of prunes, and one movement like that each day, that's how momentum starts. That's how energy builds. That's how sarcopenia gets stopped in its tracks, not with pills or overnight miracles, but with consistent, loving care for your body. The truth is, you are not powerless. You're not stuck in some downward spiral. Your body listens to what you give it. And when you give it nourishment, intention, and a bit of movement, it responds with strength, resilience, and life. A few years ago, a viewer named Linda wrote to us. She was 68, feeling tired, discouraged, and told us she couldn't even walk a block without feeling winded. She started small, just like we're talking about here. She added prunes to her daily routine. She got up from her chair every hour and walked to the kitchen. And 6 months later, she was gardening again. Not just sitting in the sun, she was planting, lifting, moving with joy. That's what's possible. It's never too late. Not at 60. Not at 70. Not even at 90. Your body is always listening, and it's never too proud to say, thank you, when you give it what it needs. So don't underestimate the power of one small fruit. And don't underestimate the power within you. Because you, right now, have everything it takes to feel stronger, more confident, and more alive than ever. So now that you know how one simple fruit, yes, the humble prune, can help fight muscle loss, support bone strength, and even boost your recovery after daily activities, I want to leave you with 3 small steps that you can take today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Step 1. Add 4-5 prunes to your daily routine. Pick a time that feels natural. Maybe with breakfast. Maybe mid-afternoon when you usually reach for something sweet. These little fruits are nutrient-dense, easy on digestion, and pack a punch when it comes to supporting muscle and bone health. Step 2. Move with purpose, even just 5 minutes. Right after your snack or your meal, take a short walk around the house, or even just do 2 sit-to-stand repetitions from your chair. These moments of movement are like sending a message to your muscles. I still need you. That's how the body maintains and rebuilds strength. Step 3. Stay consistent. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to hit every single day. But the more often you repeat these small actions, the stronger the signals you send to your body. I am still growing. I am still building. I am still living fully. And that's what this is really about. Because here's the truth most people never hear. You're not too old to rebuild. You're not too far gone to regain strength. You're not past the point of transformation. Aging isn't the end of vitality. It's the beginning of deeper awareness. When we listen to our bodies, nourish them well, and move with intention, we open the door to a renewed kind of energy, one rooted in wisdom, grounded strength, and quiet confidence. So, here's my invitation to you. Today, be kind to your body. Feed it well. Move it gently. Thank it because it's carried you through every season of life. And now, it's ready to carry you into this next, vibrant chapter with strength, with grace, and with joy. If this video inspired you even just a little, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who needs a gentle reminder that strength is always within reach. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, science-backed tips to stay healthy, strong, and full of life no matter your age. Remember, this journey isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters for your body, for your joy, for your life. Stay strong, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next video.